What's up, boys? We're here to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing a old school build that I feel like on certain maps has been quite good. So I'm actually playing this game live through POV instead of showing you guys the replay. So I'm going to jump into it here playing Trigger on Curious Minds. I think actually this is one of the better maps for me to just build on. I think on the bigger maps it's not as great, or can be pretty good. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to do a marine tank push with banshees. We're actually going to go 3 CC behind it. So instead of that normal, little bit of an all-in thing, right, with the two tanks, you kind of push into here and then you just rally units across the map. This one's going to be a little bit different. This one we're going to put more of a focus on the banshees in terms of doing probe damage. But yeah, so starting off, it's going to be a normal Reaper expand. Go ahead and banger there. Barracks. Take our gas. And then ISV scout. I'll rally. So I'll rally my 17th worker. Just scout. Don't really think Trigger would cheese me, but. And I could probably get away with not scouting, but I feel like it's not a good, I don't know, thing you should do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scout. You guys would definitely scout, so I'll scout. And I didn't have to actually move the SUV there. It was in a good spot. So a bit of a mistake by me. And then I'll do this where I'll attack with both workers for a little bit just to do some extra damage on it. So that it doesn't come back as fast. And then, yeah, so a little bit annoying, but nothing tragic. I'm actually going to go Marine first here. So by going Marine first, the Banshee follow-up is actually a bit faster. Because we save on that extra gas, right? And then I see here core first. So we're going to send this back. And then because we went Marine first into into reactors, sorry. We'll have 3 Marines and we'll have enough to defend an Adept. And then I'll build my factory over here. Banger. Sorry, let me go ahead and raise my sound a little bit. And then, like I said, this SUV, we can pop a bunker. I'll do a wall off, so I'll build it right there. Because then it'll wall off with 1 depot out there. Take a second gas. 2 Marines right away. So I think it'll get a little bit dicey. I'll keep my Marine up here. The Adept might get here as my Marines are coming out. So that's just something to consider. Because the map is a bit smaller, right? A little bit of an issue. And of course, yeah, so this is what I mean here. And then what I'll do is start a tech lab. My factory. So the only issue with this build is there is limited scouting. If you want to build a Hellion, you can definitely do that. So that you have scouting capabilities across the map. I'll do one of these. And then the rest of my Marines coming out, I'll actually rally them into my main in case it is a Stargate, right? Like I said, I'm not scouting, and I've been able to scout besides beyond my worker scout. So it's a bit important that I can be in position for things that I don't expect to come, right? Which in this case would be the Stargate. And then right away here we start to click Banshee. And I'll probably wait for, I'm gonna wait for 2. Oops. And I'm gonna save scans right now. So 2 at depths is not usually, it's not enough information to assume DT. But I'm just gonna play it safe. Either way, this is a good time to save scans. And then around 5 minutes, you can just drop them down. Or even too, like you might just see the observer kind of fly in there, and then that's like pretty sick, right? You can kill it, and then he's down an observer when you're playing Banshee build. So And then just keep macro in here. We'll finally get the wall off started there. And then now, it's been about 5 minutes. I'll drop my mules. And I'm going to try to see if I can kill these 2 adepts. This is more so because I want to be able to move out without being detected. Right? I don't want him to see that I'm moving out. And then I'll wait for these 2 banshees. And then there's my 3rd. Drop some more mules. Depot. So I'm betting that he's playing Colossus, mostly because of the way this map is. Ideally, you'd want to play a Colossus build. And then I noticed that his stalkers are across the map. So I'll do this right now. Gotta respect that a little bit more. 2 E-base. And then yeah, just micro this. Get some more of that. We'll start adding our Araxes. And then I'm actually going to push back or go back home with that. At this point here, he's warped in quite a bit of stalkers. I don't think I can continue to pressure, especially because I'm down a tank. And then I'd rather just shift my attention towards my macro cycles. So that's what I'm going to do here. Start paying more attention to my macro cycles. I will get 1-1 here at some point. Alright, I'm just kind of a little bit short on gas. Again, I was a little bit late to put onto gas, which happens when you're trying to control this stuff. So. And then we can check on the upgrades here. There's 0-0. Now move my banshees over here. I think you should be able to hit those actually from where he is. And then now I haven't scouted and I need to know what he's doing. So I'm still certain he's playing Colossus, but I really do want to know. Because I'm building tanks, and if he's not playing Colossus, I kill both stalkers. And he's got all the gases, so I think it's safe to assume yes. And then medevacs. And now I'm going to shoot for a very strong 1-1 timing. And we're just going to crank out units here. I saw that my opponent had no upgrades. So I'm sure he's amassing units. Or playing a heavier... like a heavier unit comp. Putting upgrades behind. Maybe, you know... You delay 2-2, but you have a faster Archon, Temple Archive kind of thing. So definitely a possibility. I'm going to put some of these missile turrets here to catch a Warp Prism. And then here I sent a Marine to check if he's taking the 4th. Now I just want to see what his army consists of. I think that's another important detail we haven't really been able to figure out. Right? Like, it's possible that instead of Colossus, he's building Disruptors. Although unlikely. There you go. And he'll have 1 attack. So here I'll have 1-1. He'll probably have 1 armor when I push out. Or sometimes they'll have 2-1. So 2 attack, 1 armor. Because that second forge will kickstart. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wait for Ghost. Keep macro in here. I see a Warp Prism already there. And then you can do things like building a bunker to just like be able to deal with those Warp Prisms and like Zealot Renbys and all that stuff as you're moving out, you know, like give yourself some space so that you can still micro. And now we're gonna go for it. I saw the Warp Prism go this way. He really tried to debate me there. And then here, I'll keep most of this here. I saw the observer, but Oh god, this is really bad for me. Okay. So definitely, if I would have had some units in this bunker, this would have been a bit easier to deal with. Also, that observer that I was on top of my army, he saw me unsiege, so that's unfortunately an inherent weakness of this kind of build, or this kind of composition here. We can see again, he's only got 1-1. So what I'm gonna do now is just build a 4th, and we're gonna camp a little bit. Over there. I'm gonna build some liberators for some harassment. Reposition my tanks. So that's the only. This is the only. That's like one of the bigger issues with tank styles. I was gonna say only, but that's not true. Is the observer issue there and like getting caught in siege? So it could be really tough. Maybe I could have had another unit in there. So it looks like he's taking a 5th. No gases on the 4th. So I'm playing heavier on the zealots there. Again, probably because I'm playing tanks. Gonna go ahead and send these across. Look at our air upgrades. Oops. So there, that scan was me trying to see if my opponent's gonna be playing for Stargate. He's actually building more gateways as well as having the Dark Shrine. So now I'm not really, and his upgrades. He's only got 12 minutes. He's only got 2-1. So what this means to me is that he's not gonna go for Stargate yet, but it's probably gonna be playing Blink GT. So keeping my bases secured is going to be a bit more important here. Caught another observer there. Oh, I have so many Reapers, by the way. Okay. There's some PTs there. Okay, I could have positioned those better. I thought it was going to be like 3 War Prisms, and I was going to be like, well, I guess you can't miss with that many, right? And then we can send the 2 Vikings this way. Not gonna lie, it could have definitely been better controlled by me. Okay, well, I'll go armor first instead, and then I'll pop 2 more turrets. Maybe something like this would be good. Let's put a amount of SUVs. Okay. So what I'm kind of thinking right now is, to me, his army doesn't actually seem that big. So to me, this kind of feels like he's going to be going into DT, or not even DT, like Stargate. Yeah, there you go. So I'm actually just going to, finally enough, I'm just going to go for it. Okay, get a few more disruptors. That was my kind of like my last effort there. So definitely could have been some improved micro situations there. And I would say probably my biggest issue is that I didn't really get that much damage done with the opener. And I ended up losing quite a bit of workers, so let's go here. So here it's not too bad, right? 10 SCVs down, it's pretty normal. No TvP. Kill about 6 probes, sorry. And then here I'm up in supply. And I catch this observer, I believe. I could be wrong. No, I didn't see. So this is a bit of my issue, right? I need to look out for this. I did get the board prism, and I should have known that he would have seen me coming because of this. So I actually have a bigger army, and if I was to get in position, it'd actually be really good for me. Right here, I kind of stim in there. Here I unsiege. But then this is where I get thrown off, right? So if I have some units in here, or maybe a better bunker setup, it's a bit easier for me to defend. I can repair the bunker, and then, you know, the bunker will kill this stuff. I might lose some SCVs as I repair it. But then I can continue to push, right? There's no more disruptor shot. So all I needed to do here was to make sure that I kept tabs on where his army was, which I tried to do here. But I needed to do this before I unsieged. And here I ran in, right? Because I was looking at this. And this is a really bad fight because none of my tanks were sieged till the last minute. And now I've lost. You could say that I technically won this fight, but had I not lost all my SCVs here, then it's, you know, it's 65 to 70 workers against 70 workers, and my position is a lot better as opposed to what happened here. So I just need to be more careful with my army movements. This is just an inherent, what should we call it, issue when you're playing tanks. And yeah, so if you like the build, I think it's a nice macro build. A bit safe. You can do some damage to some of the banshees. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and don't make the mistakes I do. And yeah, so I'm happy to upload a loss so you can see what you kind of want to be doing. And this is not a best case scenario video. This is like a how can I do this and make it better, and why I lose games myself, and what I can do better. So yeah, so check out my other videos and stay tuned for the next one. Later.